Hi everybody, it's Jean, and I am out in the patio and trying to put my stuff back together. And I am, well, I picked up that one. This is the one I'm working in. This is my patio Junky. And so this is truly a mess. And I don't even know what I'm doing out here. I'm trying to utilize the magazines that were given to me, and I did get a golf magazine. So therefore some of this stuff came up. Not that one. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of I don't know. I will say this: when you use books and leave them outside, they tend to fade. So I don't know how fun this one will be. But we'll see. We'll keep using it just because I like being out here. And this is a book I picked up at somewhere, and somebody had already been writing in it. Ooh. Stopped working on that too quick. I love this picture. I just love that. That would be an ideal room in my house for sure. I think that's a restaurant. But if it was, that's where I would go. I would so haunt that restaurant and have coffee every day and read books and do stuff. I think I mentioned once before that I covered a page with stickers. These kind of stickers that you get, you cut off of address, the pictures that you cut off of addresses. I picked up a bag of them thinking they were a bag of stickers at the thrift store. And of course I don't pay any attention until I start unpacking things. And it was all those kinds, and I thought, well, I'm not throwing them away. They're actually kind of cute. I kind of like the little birdies and the different things. They're actually very nice little pictures. There's no reason I should just get rid of that because it's junk. That's what this is. This is junk. So anyway, I thought I better start working in the back of the book. Loved this page. Loved that. Gonna leave that just like it is. And what else have I got out here? I don't love a lot of these pages. I don't know. I did that a couple weeks ago. And what else? A little sticky. But I just had fun playing in this one. And I don't know what I'm doing with it. I got a magazine in the mail, and so I thought what I would do has all these fun colors, and so I thought, well, maybe I don't really want to use the pictures, but I like the colors, so I thought maybe I would glue the colors in, and then see what I wanted to do with it. This is the yucky glue I don't like. I got this from Target, and it was on clearance, and I think it's because it's horrible yucky glue. Wait a minute, if I'm gonna pull that off, I want to pull that off since it's got a torn edge, and I'll put it underneath. There we go. There, doesn't that look better? Unfortunately, I don't like I don't like the white parts of the torn edges. There. That's a little bit better. And I think there's some yellow. And green and orange. Do I have something to tear it? Went to my friend's last night and had dinner, and we had game night, and I was the winner of both games. One game that we played was Farkle, and I don't know, sometimes I think they're somewhat childish. They just get such a kick out of that name and they think it's bad. But it doesn't bother me to say Farkle. And they just think it's hilarious. But I won. I won. And the very first one, I think I got rooked on, because I think that they didn't see that I had what I had. And then they... and so they added it in, and then I remembered that it didn't quite follow the rules, so they took it back out, my score. And then a little bit later in the game, I thought, wait a minute, I think I was okay with that. But then I didn't want to say anything again, so I just let it go. But I said, if I should have won, good Lord, let me, you know what, I'm going to leave that. I think I'm going to leave that like that. I like that. And then I think I'm going to put a little bit of this on there, just for fun. Scrape a little bit of that on there. I love color. What am I doing? I can just reach in and dip out. I may have just a little fun with that. What do I get out of television? Absolutely nothing. But I think I kind of lost my momentum with that page. So I'm going to add more of my rainbow color. I didn't think I had more, but I do. I just looked over there and there it was. Okay. Do I even want that? What do I get out of television? No. I just want to glue some pages in, glue some fun color. You know what? And I did kind of like that. What do I get out of television? Nothing. But then I thought, you know, truthfully, I probably do get some things out of television. I get kind of relaxation, information, let's see what else. I get, ooh, that's kind of neat. Let's see, where does this end? I'll just glue that there for extra stability. And I think that's going off the page, so we'll just put some over here just for fun. I'm looking for a cleaning person. I decided I was tired of cleaning my house. And I every time I have to clean the house, like I have to clean the house today, I don't want to clean the house. I want to play in my journals. And I don't want to spend time cleaning the house. And I thought, I don't even have to. Why am I doing this? So I put out some feelers. The first thing I did was I looked on Facebook Home, and the first person I saw was somebody who's cleaning for $20. Now, my daughter said, nah, you don't want somebody who's cleaning for $20, because a lot of people put out cleaning advertisements because they really don't want to clean. They want to steal, or they want to take things for drug money. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you mean I have to worry about that? And so I don't know if I'm going to worry about that or not. But she said try and get somebody that's recommended. Don't just take somebody off the web. And so I thought that kind of made some sense. I could do that. I'm okay with that. So then I got in touch with a gal here in my area that was actually from her class, but she's all involved always in community stuff. And I thought, if anybody knows cleaning people, she probably would. Ooh, there's a good place for that little yellow bright ray of sunshine. And do I want to use that too? I think I do. I think I do. Anyway, oh, that's just so pretty. That is so pretty. And then I'll add some of this. And I had to tell her, I says, my house is clean. There's nothing, you know, I don't want somebody to come in and just clean to clean because it needs it. I said, I want somebody to just keep it up. Because I says it's always dusty. I don't like to dust. And I don't know why. It's so easy to dust. And truthfully, it's good exercise. I probably should be dusting. I probably should not get a cleaner. But if I got somebody in for a couple of hours, on a bi-weekly, every 2 weeks. My mother had somebody that came in, and she was a jewel. Oh, she was just wonderful. And they became good friends. And after cleaning, my mom would take her to lunch because she just, she liked to go to lunch, and we just couldn't go that often. And we could. We went to lunch all the time with my mom. But anyway, we didn't want to take away from her going to lunch. So we were glad about that. And she would drive, and my mom would pay for lunch. And they used to go out and just have such a good time. But she cleaned for her for years and years. And several times she was able to alert us about different things and so forth. So that was really great. She was the same age as my mom, but she had always been very active, and just she just was able to clean a house I mean, the house looked immaculate. I would think, I don't know why you need your cleaning lady. I'd come in the house and everything would be just fine. Everything's neat and clean and looks good and everything. And then Alice would come, and I'd come back, and it just was like a bandbox, you know. It just really, really looked good. So I guess that's why you need a cleaning lady, because they just know how to bring out the best of the house. So I'm all for it. And now I just feel like, and my mom, she could keep it up too, but you know, I just don't want to I don't want to be on my hands and knees doing things anymore. And I don't like scrubbing out the shower. And I'm really good about keeping it. I have to clean it after every shower because it has glass doors and new tile and everything. And I really love my bathroom. So let's see what else needs to be trimmed. Well, I got scissors out. So there, perfect, perfection. And that's going to take a little bit of time to dry because I didn't bring out my dryer, and now I've got gunky stuff on here. But maybe I'll find something just to put on. I don't know what all this stuff is. This I might be able to use. Broke it. I can still glue while it's drying, can't I? Can I do that? Am I allowed? Is there a rule against that? There. Okay. I'm going to put that there because I just don't want to reach up high. There, that's fun. That's fun. I'm going to have no rhyme or reason to these pages. And that's kind of like how I like to do things. Here's another one of those. And, you know, I don't even know where this came from. It was mixed in with a box of magazines so that it didn't get, how about up there? A little symmetry never hurt anything. Did I say that right? So tell me what you guys are doing in the comments. What are you working on? Are you on vacation? I don't get to know you guys well enough, I don't think. I want to know what I don't want to know if you're currently on vacation, because I don't think people should post that. But I want to know if you've been on vacation. Did you have a nice vacation? And I like to go on vacation in the spring. So, and I haven't been anywhere lately. I keep talking like I want to take a road trip, and I haven't. I was going to go up to Canada the other day. I don't live too far, a couple hours. Let me see, how far is it to Detroit? It's not too far. And so I thought, well, I might go up to Canada, but I'm just thinking a little road trip might be of some interest, because I haven't been getting out. Oh, you know what I did? I went geocaching. I decided I haven't been geocaching in a while, and even when I've been geocaching, I haven't been doing, I haven't been returning my, travel bugs. Now, what geocaching is, it's a game. It's a worldwide game. People hide things. And I don't care where you live, there's a geocache in your neighborhood. There's hidden in your neighborhood or in your community. There's hundreds of geocaches in your community. Everywhere there are millions of geocaches. So when I go caching, I started out here. So unfortunately, when I open up my my map, there's little circles, and it tells you which ones you found and which ones you haven't. And I found so many of them right around here. I do have to. I thought there'd be a lot of new ones, and there are, but I went from the deluxe geocache, where you pay $40 a year to get all of the caches available, to the general free geocaching, where you just get part of them, most of them. But the reason I did that was because I hadn't been caching for a couple years, and I've been paying for that, and I thought, well, I should let it go unless I get started back in it pretty heavily. And I thought yesterday that would be a good exercise for me, because I want to exercise, but I don't want to go for a walk. I don't like going for walks. I don't enjoy walking just for walking. I want to walk to somewhere. I want to have a purpose when I'm out walking. So I don't like just going to a park and walking. Now, I might go to a park where there's pathways and flowers and things to see, and I might walk around those paths. Those are fun for me. But I don't want to just go for a long walk and walk back, and I think that's just so boring. And that's why people wear headphones, because they listen to music and all that stuff, and I don't care about that. Now, I suppose if I watch videos while I walked. But then what's the point of that? I don't know. But anyway, so I didn't want to do walking. But I thought, oh, geocaching, that sounds like it'd be fun. Because you're in and out of your car. Up, bump, bump, bump. You're crawling around, looking under bushes. You're bending over. You're lifting up things. You're reaching high into trees to see if the cache is there. You know, it's a lot of movement and some exercise and all that. So this is getting dry. So anyway, this is all about food, so I don't really care about that. Maybe I'll take the stars. So now I've gotten talking about geocaching. So anyway, so I went geocaching the other day, and I had so much fun. And what I did, I returned 2 travel bugs. Now, what travel bugs are little objects on a chain that have a tag that they're registered. And I had a big jumble of like key ring type things with a whole bunch of different stuff that they were wanting to send all over to different countries. Well, I took it to Mexico, and they were from Canada, and I took it to Mexico, and I took it to I don't know if I want to put that on that page. I think I want something different. I took it to Mexico, and I took it to Grand Cayman, but I was unable to leave them there, and that's what you want to do. You want to leave them there, and then they get registered in those countries, and then you then they get moved on. But I took pictures of them there, and I left them, and I left it in the cache for someone else to take. Look at that, Cary Grant. Oh, I always loved Cary Grant movies. So maybe I'll use her. Maybe I'll even paint her. So I left the cache there because I found one that had a big enough box, and I just, you know, said, okay, sorry, I've kept this cache for 4 years. It was the last picture I took of it was 2015, so I knew that I was bad, really bad. Really bad. But it's better to go ahead and put it back in, even if it's been 4 years, rather than just throw it away. Right? Right. So I put it in the cache and apologized for my neglect. Can't see where, oh, there. This is where she is. Am I gonna, yeah. I'm not sure what I'm cutting here. So that's what I did. I got that back in the cache and on its way. It originated in Canada, and I said, somebody please help it back on its way, which is something that we can do pretty easily here because we're so close to Canada. So, dun, dun, dun. There we go. Here's my glue. Yeah, a black and white picture on a color page. How about that? That's pretty perfect. So that's so I did that, and I also, gosh, she really has a long foot. So I got that one out of my hair and off my mind. You know what? I had seen that. Uh-oh, this is not sticking. Do I have to let that dry? Maybe it'll all dry together. There. Now, I've got words on her, so that means I need to stick something over that. So I got that off my plate, and I really had some good, I did 4 different caches, and one was in a tree, one was on a guardrail, one was, ooh, I see a cardinal, oh, a bright red cardinal in the tree behind me. Oh, and it's just fluttering now from branch to branch. And it landed on a branch, and the branch is so loose, it was bouncing so much the bird flew away. I did 4. One was in a tree, one was in a guardrail, one was in a bush, and one was, what was the other one? Oh, these are great. These are so easy to do. In the parking lots of any place, they have the lights, and they have a cover where they screw the light down into the fixture, where the light, it sits on a fixture somehow, and it's about waist level, which is really nice. And they have this cover, and the cover lifts up, and people put little tiny caches in those. And so I found one of those. Those are really easy. They're just fast. They bring up your numbers of finds that you have. I have like 300 and some odd finds. I don't know how many. So that's always fun to do, to grab one of those while you're out, 1 or 2 of those. They're easy. You have to be careful though, because in Florida, I lifted one up and there was a snake in there, a little tiny snake. So you have to be careful. I always look when I lift it up, and it's always, ooh, all yucky and like spidery looking and all that. And some of them are fairly clean, but most of them are yucky. So you kind of have to look under there, and then you just carefully just take the cache out, and the cache is always clean, because people take them, so many, and they use them. So you unscrew the little container that you found, and you sign it. Okay, well, I had a little bit of an issue with the tree one. I was reaching up, and I was reaching as high as I could reach into the branch, you know, where the branches are, the branches here, and then there's like a middle part. Well, it was stuck in like the crook of the branches, and I was reaching up as high as I could to grab it, but I couldn't grab all the way around it because I couldn't reach, and my thumb pushed it down into the tree. So I had to forego signing that one, but I went ahead and marked it as a find, which technically you can't, because you didn't sign it. You have to sign it, but I touched it. I found it, and I touched it, and I went ahead and marked it as a find, because there was no way. It's unfair because I'm so short. I'm only 5'2", and I couldn't reach any higher. They have to remember that there are people who cache who are short. And there was one time I was caching with 2 friends, and I stood on the bottom, and my one friend boosted my other friend onto my shoulders in order to reach a cache that was way up high on a pole. And then we were like, oh my gosh, now how are we going to get this down? Okay, all of a sudden I remembered, duh, we didn't have to do that. All we needed was a big Y branch. So we looked around the ground, found a big Y branch, put the cache on the end of the branch, and then hung it back up on the nail that was up there. But that's what you do when you're caching. You just have a good time. So, oh gosh, I didn't even have this book all this time. This book wasn't in in the camera, the bottom half of it, but that's okay. Sorry about that, my bad, but at least I had a story to tell, keep you interested. What do I want to do? Do I want to put some color? Do I even have, oh I do, I have a paintbrush. Let me add a little bit of color on that white. I'm going to make her blue. You ever hear a blue man? This is Blue Woman. That obviously needs a little more oomph. This has glue on the top part of it and it's not wanting to adhere. Oh, let's put some paint on that. Let's just give it a little, let's just use up all that we have here. And I'm liking this page so far. So, now what? Now what do we do? I am out of ideas. Maybe we'll get another color. Maybe we'll put some yellow on there. And make everything green. I like the yellow. I don't like yellow as a color all on its own, but I love the color yellow. With other colors, it just makes everything kind of pop. There. Okay, that's fun. And throw some yellow down this way. Yeah, I feel inspired by all the color pieces I put down. Okay, here we go. Now, that's gonna have to dry. What else can I do? I feel like I need a Stabilo out here. Put that there, put that there, put these little pieces. Aside. And let it go. So anyway, so that is my story of how I exercise and what I'm up to. So tell me what you do what your favorite exercise is. Tell me maybe what you're going for, what you like to do. Oh, another thing I like to do is swim. I will exercise in the pool. I'll stand in the pool all day long and do leg lifts and jump and swing the arms, you know, this way, and do arm exercises and running in place and all kinds of things in the pool. I love to be in the water. I will be happy just to float and relax. I don't swim. I don't swim the laps. I don't like to swim the laps. First of all, I think it's annoying for, you know, if I'm in a pool, I'm usually in a public pool. It's kind of annoying when people are swimming laps. But I see that they have a right to swim laps. I mean, I want them to swim laps if they want to swim laps. You know what? I wish I had some plastic here to flip that page over. No, I'm going to be doing that. Guess who took the bait? I like that mouse. Me, I took the bait. That's who always takes the bait. I always take the bait. Maybe I'll put that on the back. Oh, that's not very sturdy for the back. Where do I want to put it? I still feel like gluing. So I don't want to wait for that to dry. Should I take it inside? Should I turn off the camera and take it inside? This is the problem I have with my 3 different art areas. I have different things in all of them. Be nice, but surely in the bins I will find a heat tool. Someday. And then I'll have another heat tool that I can put in the patio. Because I really do want an indoor one and an outdoor one. Because I like being outside. I love being outside. And today, it's a little bit warm. Oh, did you even see that? Maybe I'll turn it upside down. Did you even see who took the bait? I don't know what that means, but I think that is a very cute little mouse, and he's a real little mouse, and I think he is adorable. Let's put him in underneath some I think that's going to be too thick for the whole thing. Okay. I like that because I like him underneath the flowers, but I don't like that edge, so what can we do? I've got that edge. Maybe I can cut that edge off. That's better. Okay. Here we go. That's going to cut up my thing. So, I'm sure I'm not the only geocacher in this group. I do find in my post-crossing, people all the time are telling me that they geocache as well. There, that's a little cuter. I like that. Now I want to put something here before I go. Should I put that? I like that remembering. And you know what, because I don't have a cleaning lady yet, so that means I have to go in and I really do have to dust my house. I have to dust my house and get the cobwebs out, vacuum, because you know, I've got all these papers here. These are all vintage papers from way back, but they're papers from my father-in-law, and I don't want to. Ooh. More freedom than you can fathom. Well, I like that. And look at those colors. Don't want to tear the sentiment. There. There, that's good. Okay. I want that. I want to remember the good old days when I spent time in the ocean. Ooh. That and my time in Florida. I like my time in Florida. Take that white off. Uh-oh. You don't want to lose who took the bait. Oh, I see. A little puppy dog that I love. I hear him. Almost said her. I hear him, Mr. Stout, my son's dog. He's out. He lives next door. And let's just do that. Maybe that. I like that better. I like those subtle colors better. than that bright blue. Let the bright blue peek out. Okay, now I never did scuba diving, but I like to swim underwater. I never had any problems with my ears. Some people have problems with their ears when they swim underwater. Okay, let's glue that down. That could be a problem eventually. There. Okay. I'm working down here and you can't see down here. Let me get some of my blue back out and rub a little bit of blue on here. There. Okay, now let me put a little bit of blue and yellow together. And we'll just do a little repeat. Of what we did to blend this in. Because that was sticking out like a sore thumb. This is really supposed to be a glue book, not a paint book, but it can be anything I want it to be. And this page has not dried yet, but kind of lost some color there. So I will wave it there. Okay, and I'm done. And I will go out and have more adventures that I can tell you about. But if you like gluing or gluing along with me, or just listening while you go to sleep, like and subscribe. I'm here all the time. Let's see here. Let me glue that back. And there. That might even make it a little wavy and give it some more fullness, some more chunkiness. Okie doke. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.